Thank you so much. Well, we talked a little bit about what we've done before, and we're just going to go to about 2 years ago in 2007, and we'll start right about there. The last time we weighed in, the City Council decided that we would go with 2 of 4 alternatives that have been presented in the draft environmental impact report, environmental impact statement, and those were the 2 that that's fine. Those were the 2 that terminated at the downtown San Leandro BART station. We gave that feedback to AC Transit, and they said, you know what? We feel so strongly that it'll be a stronger system if it terminates at Bayfair. It'll have more ridership. We really want to respond to the question, the concerns and the questions that you have, and have you take another look at it. So, and that's what they've been doing, working with staff, working with the Planning Commission and City Council, and refining and coming back with a lot more information. That's what we're in the midst of. So the community identified key issues: circulation, median parking, traffic, lane reduction, and Jim will make some presentations about some of those specific things in a little bit. Next slide. So this is where we are right now. We're at the stage where AC Transit is saying this is our preferred alternative. Now the cities, each city individually, and the City of San Leandro needs to tell us what the locally preferred alternative is. So we're having these meetings with AC Transit to present it to San Leandro residents so we can hear from San Leandro residents what you would like. But we want to put that in the context of what would you like when? Is it tomorrow? Is it 2010? Well, really when it is, it would be the earliest would be 2015. And in that context, we have things like Assembly Bill 32 and Senate Bill 375, thank you, that are trying to get us to reduce our vehicle miles traveled. What does that mean? We're trying to get people to do things other than drive in their cars. So what we're asking residents is to think about what you want your options to be in 2015, when you want to go to the grocery store, when you want to go to the library, when you want to go to the post office. Do you want to have an option of getting on a bus and maybe having that be convenient for you? So think of those trade-offs as you're listening to the presentation, because the City Council, and I know a lot of the City Council is here, but the City Council is going to want to hear from you what you want that to be. So that's where we are, is having these presentations and having residents let the council members know what they'd like to see. There will be additional opportunities for input after the locally preferred alternative process. Then there's going to be these additional steps of the final environmental impact report and statement and the final design, and there'll be similar community meetings where there would still be an opportunity for input. Next slide. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what San Leandro's been doing the last couple of years. We received a grant from MTC and Actia and to look at how to increase transit ridership in the downtown area in a half-mile radius around the intersection of Davis and East 14th Streets, and came up with a downtown transit-oriented development strategy. We had 3 community meetings, about 240 area residents, had a very collaborative process with regional and transportation agencies, community agencies, city staff, and the Citizen Advisory Committee of 23, and came up with an idea that really looked at how to take the downtown, which consists of rich AC Transit service line, BART line, and downtown services, and encourage people to stay out of their cars, walk to work, walk to conveniences. So BRT, AC Transit is presenting BRT as something that would go along with those types of plans. And I'll just go ahead and, as you're thinking about as you listen to the presentation, think about the trade-offs in that context.